All right, and we're live. Shalom, Yashral out there. Well, first off, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, who is a God. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh, God of Israel, God of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? We don't we don't come from nothing else. We're not coming from any other source or any other. This is the Tarawa. You know what I'm saying? We read the Tarawa and we bring it out to the people. And SOJ is in this for all of our viewers out there. SOJ is obviously a part of tour nights, and if you've been keeping up with tour nights lately, it's been a lot of folly basically, and and SOJ hasn't got there, like we haven't got like a time for us to just like talk about what's been happening, and pretty much it's been a lot of folly. It's been a lot of backstabbery, a lot of treachery, a lot of just a lot of niggery and stuff we don't deal with, which is why it's taking so long for us to make a video about it. But it's not really necessarily about it. We're just gonna like talk a little bit about our views on what's been happening. And basically, the first oh, okay, I'm sorry. Uh I wanted all the other brothers on the panel to say shalom. This is brother Z from SOJ, and I'm gonna let everybody else say the shalom.
Shalom, this is Tom.
Shalom, it's brother Davion. All praises Yahweh God.
Hi. And then my brother X is actually gonna be in here in just a second. But pretty much the first thing I wanted to come out with was basically what happened in TK, which I encourage everybody to check out those cards or those links that I put on the video. Go check out those brothers' channels, brother Josh, brother Traytel, and brother Judah. Go check out their channels and watch their teachings. It's food for the soul. You know what I'm saying? These brothers coming out of the Tharwa. You know what I'm saying? They're coming out of their hearts. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody trying to mislead the people or do nothing evil. As you can see, we're not that big of a group in the first place. You know what I'm saying? If we was misleading the people, we would have thousands of people following us. So it's not about following us either. It's about keeping the thorough wide. That's the thing. And what I was gonna get into
Okay.
was, I'm sorry, did you, yeah. And then basically what I was gonna get into was that was it. Uh to be in tour nights, well, originally things have changed up a little bit, but to be in TK, pretty much all it took was a willing heart and somebody who wanted to follow the Tarawa, keep it and bring it out, in a group. You know what I mean? Wanted to bring the tour out to the people, but be a part of a group that does it. You know what I mean? Because there's just none of those. There's no legitimate like Israelite groups that all follow the Tarawa who bring it out together that I've come to um in
Con.
the correct manner, and who teach the temple, which is actually something that separates TK Tour Knights and SOJ from other Israelite entities. One second, I just want to get my notes. Okay, and basically, what happened in TK was a whole bunch of, I'm not gonna call them Hamites, but a whole bunch of guys, whole bunch of guys came into TK, and they thought it was about some type of what's the best way to put it? They thought it was some type of fame, some type of get the name out there. They want to be the next Beyonce. I don't know, but you're not gonna do that with the Tharawah, and you're certainly not gonna use the Tharawah to like harm people who's following the Tharawah or
Right.
trying to. So what you gonna do? What you gonna bring
Con.
out? You know what I'm saying? And this is mainly talking about all those people who like, well, not everybody who just like dropped off, but those people who left and then started making videos about TK, lying about things, saying that we're like Masons, saying that we teach Kabbalah, saying that the temple is Kabbalah, saying that the temple of Yahweh is Kabbalah. There's many of those guys that were saying that. I can name some of them off. I don't really know if we're ready yet, if we're seasoned in the video yet, but pretty much these guys were just, they were never genuine. very disingenuous, unpraiseworthy people. They weren't really. We had a complete false perception of them. You know what I'm saying? Of these people, but it seems like as soon as a little bit of turmoil comes about, people just want to throw dirt on your name. They want to make you out to be something that's like, man, listen, if you don't like me, if you don't like Davion, if you don't like X, if you don't like Brother Tom, if you don't like any of the Torah Knights, but you keep the Tharwa and you have Yahweh, Akkad in your heart and your mind, and it's Tharwa, by all means, go do your own thing and bring out the Tharwa. I encourage you to. Our people need to wake up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like us, then don't like us. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like the way my pants look, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like how I wear my jackets, you don't like my hats, you don't like my hair, you don't like Brother Davion's jacket, you don't like our name, whatever you don't like, you know what I'm saying? Take that with you, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. That's how we figured out they were disingenuous. They weren't trying to teach the Torah. If they were trying to teach the Torah, they would have left and started making teaching videos. They started making Torah nights this videos, Torah nights this videos, Torah nights that videos, Torah nights this videos. That's how you know they're TMZ magazine. So basically, the hot scoop is, oh snap, TK, this, that, and this, caught with their pants down. Nobody had their pants down. We had shorts underneath our pants, and then they tried to pants us, and we looked at them like they were stupid. That's what happened. We pulled up our pants, and then we're gonna jack them in their jaw, which is about to happen. But what I'm saying is, these guys are completely like ridiculous. So I wanted to get out my first scripture to completely destroy that first comment that I brought up. There was a quote, by the way, them saying the temple is Kabbalah. Now, everybody on the panel is familiar with the temple, and I hope that those of you watching out there is familiar with the temple. We should we got more videos to do, but we'll worry about that later. Um, Basically, they're saying that the temple is Kabbalah. The setup of the temple. Actually, I have 1 second. Hey, I'm about to go get my temple sheet. Uh, Xavier's back. You can give your shalom, brother. I'll be right back.
All right, all right. Shalom, shalom, Yasharal. It's Brother X from the Sons of Jacob. Just coming to you with some scriptures, some good waters for your soul, just some clarifications and some current events things. I want to say peace to everybody. Peace to all the Torah keepers worldwide. Peace to all the Torah Night brothers. All the brothers out there, may Yahweh increase your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And may He also bring us peace and prosperity through this Tanakh, which is a beautiful thing. Also, hopefully that you guys learn some stuff and that you're able to acknowledge the guilt of yourself and our forefathers before us who have sinned like abundantly, so that we can become a humble people. It would be easy to come back to Yahweh, which is what Yah seeks us to be humble and righteous people. So with that being said, shalom, and just hope you guys are able to find peace, and it's not.
All right. Basically, what I was talking about, X and the rest of the panel was basically it was a bunch of guys in the Torah Nights who didn't really believe. They didn't really well, maybe they did believe at one point, but I think that they whatever it was, they fell out and they stopped believing. They don't believe in Yahweh anymore. They go around talking about Kemet philosophy, and they talk about nothing now. So it's sad because it's like those brothers were near and dear to us. They were in TK. You know what I'm saying? They're brothers to us because when we're in this group, it's like it's so few of us. You know what I mean? Because it's like the only thing that's drawing us here is the Tharwa, our want and our hunger for the Tharwa. And you know what Yahweh tells us? There's not many of us. You know what I mean? It's not many of them who are gonna turn. You know what I mean? Turn to, you know what I'm saying? But it's a we I'm sorry. TK praise Yahweh has a lot, has a not a lot, but we do have a mass following. You know what I'm saying? And SOJ is very happy, and proud to be able to like, you know, consider ourselves part of Torah Knights. But obviously, we TK. If you out there and you praise Yahweh and you got a Torah and you stand up for what's right in the Tharwa, you a Torah Knight. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be a part of our groups, but you guard the Torah. You know what I'm saying? That's the point behind the name. It's not like when people say I'm gonna destroy Torah Knights, they don't understand it. Well, the people sitting on the panel speaking aren't the only people in Torah Knights, and they were in Torah Knights, and they didn't know that. But anyway, what I'm saying is, they start saying that the temple is Kabbalah, right? All these uh guys. Anybody else want to say something about this before I pull out the scripture?
Uh,
Go ahead.
I got you. All right, I'm
yeah,
gonna pull out
basically,
this. Go ahead.
basically, it was just a bunch of slander and name calling. Because he went and called me out of my place, and he doesn't even know who I am. I mean, I just came in a group, and it's the second day, and I hear this. I say, "What the heck is this guy doing?" And I want to meet him. I was really I'm not angry with him. I'm just disappointed. But I see it now as God clearing the way for the fresh people. I'm glad I'm fresh, and I actually learned a lot. I've read a lot, since I, came to Torah Nights. So I want to thank all y'all brothers, man, especially those who were in the message board with me. I know y'all get tired of seeing me in there. Hey, if you ever get tired, just tell me, man, chill. Just tell me, chill.
Oh no.
I am not ashamed to take instruction from anybody.
Oh no, brother. It's all good. Exactly how everybody is when they first come in. That want to talk to everybody. The only reason somebody won't reply right away is because they're busy. But everybody's always on there. You know what I'm saying? At point in times it'd be just like, you know what I mean? Message, but you know what I mean? And then some points it'll just be like, so not at all.
Like last week.
We love your enthusiasm. We love the heart.
Like,
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Last week was real smooth. It was like a glide.
Kind. But as a group, we're coming back out with these videos, and I just want to say shout out to Brother Josh and shout out to Brother Traytel, pumping out those videos like water, especially Brother Traytel every day. And I mean like great teachings every day. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bruh, praise Yahweh, because Brother Traytel have received the motivation, the spirit to pump out those videos while Torah Nights was at a point in time where we was rocking a little bit because we're like, what the heck? We trying to recover from this crap. And Brother Traytel and Brother Josh dropping videos for people to continue to watch. You know what I'm saying? And it's a great thing, especially with SOJ. We've had a little bit of technical difficulties lately, which is why we haven't been able to bring out what we wanted to. But I'm gonna get to that scripture, and this is pertaining to the guys who are calling this the temple. They're calling the temple Kabbalah. When you can go to Leviticus, and it maps out every inch of the temple. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Ezekiel when the angel of Yahweh brought Ezekiel through all the portions of the temple. But I'm gonna bring out the my first verse, and that is Ezekiel 43. Go to Ezekiel 43. Pretty much. And then these guys, they only want to talk to or be like around, or they man fans for Judah. They just want to have their names next to Judah's. They cut ties with Torah Knights and just wanted to be with Judah. That's weird, and it's like, okay, screw everybody else, but they just want to, it's really weird, but you know what the deal is. These guys' hearts wasn't in TK. Their hearts was in Judah. or their hearts was in vanity. Their hearts was in trying to be somebody. Their hearts was in trying to take something from somebody, trying to sabotage somebody, trying to set stumbling blocks before people. And that's just not cool, man. How you gonna say the temple is Kabbalah when the temple, the temple? Listen, Kabbalah don't even have. Kabbalah has none of. Kabbalah has like one, not even like they copy. They take the two pillars, Yakin and Boaz. That's it, and that's because they focus on the genitalia, and we know that. And it's because they, what the deal is. They don't have the sacrifice altar, the sea of bronze. I don't even have the lavers, the menorahs, the tables, the Ark of the Covenant. Come on now. Come on now. When Joshua went with the people and passed forth through the water over to come to the land, what were the Levites holding up in the water until the people passed?
Ark of the
The Ark of the
Covenant.
Covenant. Come on now. What are y'all talking about? Where's the Ark of the Covenant? Where's the menorahs? Where are they? They are part of a building. What is this building? All right. So Ezekiel chapter 43. I'm gonna go to verse 4 first. And just to prove something. It says the glory of Yahweh. I'm sorry. Ezekiel chapter 43, verse 4. The glory of Yahweh then entered the temple by way of the gate that faced east. I'll read that again. The glory of Yahweh then entered the temple by the way of the gate that faced the east. Then a wind lifted me up and brought me into the inner courtyard. And behold, the glory of Yahweh filled the temple. All right. What's the temple? None of these TK dropouts. You know what? None of the guys that's making videos against the temple could possibly have read this verse. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go down to verse 10. And then it says, "You, son of man, tell the house of Israel about the temple, and let them be ashamed of their iniquities, and calculate the temple's design." What does that mean? What does that mean? Calculate the temple's design. I'm gonna continue. Verse 11. He said, "If they become ashamed of their iniquities and calculate, if they become ashamed of all that they have done, then make known to them the form of the temple, its design, its exits, and its entrances, and all its building forms, all its laws, and all its designs, and all its teachings, and write all this down before their eyes, so that they may safeguard the entire form of, so they may safeguard its entire form, and all its rules, and fulfill them." Verse 12. This is the teaching regarding the temple. Atop the mountain, its entire boundary all around shall be most holy, because this is the behold, this is the teaching regarding the temple. Now listen. He said, write down all its forms. That's the temple, right? The one with the legs. That's the one that Solomon built, right? And then you got the one in the middle. That's the tent. You know what I'm saying? No, wait. That's the temple, man. The one on the right is the temple, man. The one in the middle is the temple. And then the one on the very, what's that? To the left on the screen?
Yes.
You said to the right? Yeah, the one on the very
That's
right
it,
there
the left.
is the tent. You know, Moses and them moved around in the tent. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They had to have a temple form that was able to be able to be carried and moved, because they were moving. You know what I mean? They were going through the land. I mean, they were trying to get to the land. You know what I'm saying? But they had like a mobile temple. You know what I mean? And Solomon, David had it in his heart to build a temple for Yahweh as a full structure when they were in, after they had gotten peace. You know, when they had all their wealth and what they needed to like build it up like how they want it. You know what I mean? And Solomon built it because David couldn't live long enough to build the temple. But I guess y'all don't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. That's simple Torah knowledge. You know what I'm saying? David had it in his heart to build what for Yahweh? What? You tell me right now. What is it? These guys are ridiculous. I can't stomach. That's terrible for someone to say. You know, Kabbalah. Do you even know what Kabbalah is? They don't know what
Evil.
Kabbalah is. They don't know what Kabbalah
Evil.
is. Right. That word might as well be evil to them. Evil. You know what I'm saying? And
Straight up perversion.
it's sad. You know what I'm saying? And that
But
was
then, like,
go ahead,
what
brother. I'm sorry.
you about to say? Well, but I was gonna say, like, the duty of the Levites was to, like, safeguard the charge of the temple. That was their duty. Yahweh was their inheritance. So it's like, what are you talking about? I'm pretty sure they weren't practicing Kabbalah. You think the Levites was doing Kabbalah? No, they weren't. It's like, these dudes are ridiculous. And like I could see, like, if they just left Torah Nights and wanted to make their own group, just like Brother Isaiah was saying, and make their own group and just continue to bring out the Thawarwah. But no, they want to slander members of Torah Nights and like try to throw dirt on their name when it's like it's not affecting us at all. You just digging your own pit. I got a verse in Psalms right quick I want to bring out. Hold up. Bear with me 1 second. Let me find it real quick. All right. This Psalms 21. I'm gonna start at verse 11. Wipe their progeny from the earth and their offspring from mankind, for they have directed evil against you. They have concocted a scheme they cannot carry out. For you shall place them as a portion apart with your bowstring. You will aim at their faces. Be exalted, Yahweh, in your might. We shall sing and chant praise of your omnipotence. They have concocted a scheme they cannot carry out. So no matter how much like they feel like they're getting somewhere, they're not. You just dilute it. Like you think you're doing something right when you totally doing something wrong. That's how bad like Yahweh deluded you. It's like you just don't know nothing. You just like, and you went back to Egypt. Yahweh said, woe to those who go back to Egypt. Man, it's just that like that darkness of mind. Like you're not thinking. You're not in the like the clear state of mind. Because first of all, if you meditate on the Torah day and night, you wouldn't be doing the NCs that left Torah nights. They wouldn't be doing what they doing, trying to like band up together and destroy Torah nights. Who brings out the Thawarwah, who don't talk about nobody. But y'all want to make videos and all this, right? But that's all I had to say. Like they're ridiculous. Like, man, it's ridiculous. It's not. I'm gonna pass it back to Brother Isaiah.
I got you. All right, so actually, I'm gonna piggyback off what Brother Davion was saying. So yeah, for them saying that there is no like mystery, there's no Torah mystery. They must not really be reading the Torah because obviously, let's go ahead and take them to Jeremiah and pull out the big guns. Have to pull out the big guns, you know, Brother Tom, he knows. So we're going to Jeremiah chapter 23, and let's read it.
Okay.
Chapter 23. Yep. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 22. And it says, if they were exposed to my mystery, these are the words of Yahweh, just to be clear. If they were exposed to my mystery, let them proclaim my words to my people and bring them back from their evil way and from their wickedness of their deeds. Okay, so with that being said, do you see them teaching it tonight? Do you see them bringing out knowledge to the people about the Thawarwah? No, all they're doing is accusing, slandering, and deceiving. They're not bringing knowledge, but death. They're bringing death instead. And that's right there. If they had knowledge of the mystery system, then let them proclaim Yah's words. But what are they doing? The opposite. Why? Because apparently he has taken it away from them. Whatever deed they have done, it was worthy of them having the word taken away from them. So it's like they really don't understand and it's not even that, but it's like you should have known better. Like you playing with Yahweh's word, and that's a no. Right here, let me go to Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 29. Behold, my word is like fire, the word of Yahweh, and like a hammer that shatters a rock. Right there again, Yahweh's word is like fire, like a hammer that shatters the rock. For you to be playing with His word, adding, subtracting, using it as a weapon, like we playing freaking Pokemon or something, it don't work like that, buddy. It don't work like that. And you're gonna be accountable for them sins. Oh yes, you are. You can. Oh, I'm gonna read it right here again. It's Jeremiah. It's a beautiful book. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse again, and it's verse 24. It says, "Can a man?" Oh, I'm gonna start from verse 23. Slot. Am I a God only from nearby? Says Yahweh, and not a God from afar? Can a man hide in concealments that I do not see him? The word of Yahweh. Do I not feel the heaven and the earth? The word of Yahweh. See right there. Can a man hide his concealments that Yahweh not see him? No. Yahweh feels the heavens and the earth. He knows everything. He's omniscient. Sees everything. There's nothing you can do that He has not seen. So for you to be blatantly disrespecting His word in His presence, because He's everywhere, that's pure blasphemy. And you gonna get it. I mean, you've already gotten it. You've already drank the cup of bewilderment. You've already tasted the wrath because He's made you deranged. He's made you go deranged. Let me bring another one out. Let's see. That's a whole bunch. I'm slack here. I should have been more prepared.
Here, why you looking for that? I got a verse to bring out real quick.
All right, go ahead.
This Joshua chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 8. This book of the Torah shall not depart from your mouth. Rather, you should contemplate it day and night, in order that you observe to do according to all that is written in it. Then you will make your way successful, and you will act wisely. If they were keeping the Torah, then they would act according to the Torah. You will carry yourself according to the Torah. Your character will be a reflection. Okay, so when you read the Torah, it's your reflection. So we're supposed to be holy, for Yahweh is holy. He can't dwell amongst you if you're not acting according to the Torah. If you're not carrying yourself according to the Torah, if you're not meditating on the word day and night, man, it's like okay, in what was that? Was that in Numbers when they went to go spy out the land, and some of the people brought back a bad report of the land when the land was good? That's like it's the temple too. It's like the mind state. It produces its fruit. It gives its crop. When they went to go give a bad report of the land, they were saying that it was bad. Like they didn't like what Yahweh had made for them. They didn't like what was in store if you keep the Torah, because they didn't get to the land yet. But the land was like they sent the report and they spied it out, and that's why that's why they had to wander in the wilderness for 40 years, because they didn't like the land that Yahweh was going to provide them. That's them like turning your back on the Torah, turning your back on the temple, turning your back on Yahweh. That's what that is. That he's you gonna have to pay for your own sins. Like, can't nobody get you out of this one. Like, you've concocted a scheme you cannot carry out. Even though you, like, in your mind, you think you are, but you're not. And like, I just don't get these dudes. Like, I ain't got no more to say.
All right, I got a little bit more. Well, but for the other brothers, I'm happy because the spirit coming out of this brother's true. He's speaking the truth. It's ridiculous. My brother's speaking the truth. Jeremiah. Oh, don't go into Jeremiah. For all you tell bearers and backstabbers, you're not stabbing our backs. We don't care. Like this is the case. We cared about you a lot. You stabbed us in the back. We don't even your like you don't we don't get notifications of you no more. We forgot you were alive. Cause that's the deal. Cause you're just gonna end up a ball of flames anyway. Especially what you're doing. You're deliberately going against the Thawa. You could have been a piece of S word anywhere else. You could have been a piece of S word on the side of the street, a piece of S word behind Dairy Queen, a piece of S word under somebody's shoe. But you decided to be a piece of S word somewhere close to where Thawa is. So now you're gonna get burned up. You stink. Here's my verse. Micah chapter 3. And this peace, right? Peace, brothers and sisters. Peace, right? Listen to this verse. Micah chapter 3, verse 5. Thus says Yahweh about the prophets who mislead my nation, who chew with their teeth and declare peace. But whoever does not put food into their mouths, they prepare war against. I wonder who that's talking about. Hey, SOJ, y'all got an idea of who that's talking about? I'm gonna read it one more time. Thus says Yahweh about the prophets who mislead my nation, who chew with their teeth and declare peace. But whoever does not put food into their mouths, they prepare war against. Oh, that sounds like somebody. Sounds like this man. If a verse had a name written on it, right? I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish it out. Verse 6. Therefore it shall be night for you because of such vision, and it shall be dark for you because of such divination. The sun will set upon the prophets, and the daylight will be blackened from them. The seers will be ashamed, and the diviners disgraced, and all of them will wear veils over their lips, for they had no word of God. Now, all these little videos, Mackie, you looking a little distraught to me. You can't see, huh? Things got dark. You know, you went into Egypt, came back blind, dust in your eyes, huh? I'm gonna let the other brother have it.
All right. All right. I found that verse. It happened to be in the same. It was in the same chapter that I was reading from earlier, Jeremiah chapter 23. It's a good chapter. You guys should read it. I'm really recommending it. But let's start off with a verse. Looks like yeah. Where'd it go? Dang! I just saw it. Okay, I'm gonna just start from this other verse I had in the same chapter. So it's chapter 23 and it's verse 31, and it says, "Behold, I am acting against the prophets, the word of Yahweh, who train their tongues and deliver an oration. Behold, I am acting against those who prophesy with false dreams, says Yahweh, who tell them and mislead my people with their lies and with flippancy. I did not send them nor command them. They were no benefit to this people." That's the word of Yahweh. See? It's no benefit from you causing slander and confusion. It's no benefit to Yasharal. You know, that's what the root of the matter is. No benefit for us, and it's not bringing our people back to Yahweh. If anything, it's turning them away, and it's trying to cause division and trying to cause a wedge. And you know what they say: "Woe to those who encroach brother against brother." You trying to cause us to turn on Yahweh. And just because by creating doubt that the temple is Kabbalah, when that's complete blasphemy, man, you should be slapped, like for real, just like slap, because that's utterly blasphemous. And let's see another one. Okay, right here. Oop, sorry. I say you want to go? Yeah. I'm gonna pass back to Isaiah.
Brother Tom, did you want to say something? No.
I got two verses.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 5, 2 and 3. Not rash with thy mouth, let not thy heart be hasty to utter a thing before God. But I'm in King James Version, by the way. I didn't get my Star Rock yet. For God is in heaven and upon the earth. Therefore, let thy words be few. For a dream cometh through a multitude of business, and a fool is known by a multitude of words. How God.
Yahweh Kai. They said a
Con.
wise man don't talk too much.
Con.
You know.
Peace.
But the verse that I wanted to bring up was this verse right here. It's Jeremiah 23, verse 26. And it says, "How long? Is anything in the heart of the prophets who prophesy falsehood, the prophets of their heart's deceit, who think to make my people forget my name through their dreams, that they tell each other, just as their fathers forgot my name through worshiping Baal." You know what I'm saying? So TK, we proclaim the name, not the name, we proclaim Yahweh and his Tawah, you know, and we try to be better, you know what I mean? We're not perfect. Neither are we at all like
Perfect.
righteous or holy. We living in this world just like you are. Yahweh say the whole world bad. We all stink. We just trying to get clean. But it's people out there trying to throw dirt on us. But we just like dodging and getting hit. Swoosh, swoosh. Gone. That's what I'm saying. Because it's like, we ain't got touched. Because there is no dirt on TK, man. You saying we Freemasons? How? I didn't know that. Where my check at? You gonna send me one, bozo? You gonna send me a check? Dummy. This Star Why? Yeah, that's right. The Tanakh. You know? Stones edition. I'm sorry. If you do not have a Stones edition Tanakh, these are the official scriptures of Torah Nights. Stones edition Tanakh. And we was gonna SOJ was gonna make a video on that, like everything that we use in TK, you know. But listen, you guys can't be out here just saying that stuff. Yeah, look, that's not what Judah's doing. Okay, when he makes his videos, he's not just calling people Freemasons. These are people who are obviously throwing up the hand signs, any type of all shady business, doing all type of stuff. He's not just picking out people he don't like and saying they Freemasons. He'll pick you out and call you a tomato can first. You know what I mean? It requires a little more study to say somebody's a Freemason. We teach out of the Thawa, man. Anything that I read to you that came out of the Thawa. It's written in the Aramaic script. This Aramaic script is in here, right? The Aramaic script is in here, as well as the English translated. They're trying to say that this the Aramaic language that the Israelite people actually speak, the Aramaic language, the Yahweh Dialect, and other variants, because that was the dialect of Judah. They're trying to say that this is Kabbalah. They're trying to say the language is, and the temple is, and the shield of David is, and we are.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense, because we're not SOJ. Come on now. You can come on our comment boards, ask us any questions. We all have nothing to hide. The guy and the other people who are tail bearing and trying to like make it seem like we're bad people or that we're doing anything wrong, or you know, trying to make himself look better by himself and themselves look better by saying that we are Freemasons. Hey man, listen, whatever floats your boat, but I'm telling you this, it's not gonna float for long, especially when you playing with the Star Why. And like my brother just, I mean, well, like I just read, Yahweh said he's gonna deal with you because you're prophesying falsely, man. At the very base level, least of the crap that you spilt out. You know what I mean? You're prophesying falsely. That's the simple way to put it. Ham was not chosen. No. Okay. All right. Ham was not chosen. Shem was. And it tells you that. Come on now. Where did Abraham come from? Samaria?
Wow, not again.
The land of the Shemites? Didn't he? Huh? Well, I guess that don't matter. You know? These guys are ridiculous. Oh, and I guess Ezekiel 40, I guess that Ezekiel 43, I guess that didn't matter either. I need to stop playing with Yahweh's word. And I got another verse for you. And it says right here. Jeremiah 23, verse 29. And it says, behold, my word is like fire, the word of Yahweh, and like a hammer that shatters a rock. Verse 30. Therefore, behold, I am acting against the prophets, the word of Yahweh, who steal my word one from the other. Behold, I am acting against the prophets, the word of Yahweh, who train their tongues and deliver an oration. That sounds awful like the same person. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, you getting it. You gonna get it, man. Because we ain't did nothing to you. Brother Tom can give his testimony more about that. But we don't care about you enough to even consider you. I won't even say your name. You suck. You're bad at existing. All right? So just like stop trying to mislead our people more. We're already destroyed, man. You know? There's nothing. Yasharal just needs to elevate. We down there, man. Stop trying to make our people worse with your Wakandian tactics. Hand it over to the brother.
All right, y'all. So let's see. I'm back with some more scriptures, right? It's pertaining the naysayers, correct? And we're going to go to Jeremiah chapter 17, and it's going to start at where is it? I'm gonna start at verse 5 because this applies to certain people. Okay, so Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. It says, "Thus says Yahweh, accursed is the man who trusts in people and makes flesh and blood his strength, and turns his way away from Yahweh. He will be like a lone tree in the desert that will not see when goodness comes. It dwells in parched lands in the wilderness, in a salty, uninhabited land." This one. Okay, see right there. Cursed is the man who places hope and trust in man rather than Yahweh. You know, because what is man? Man is a low base, earthly. You know, and you put your trust into something that's like just like easily. If Yahweh just blew, we'd just leave rather than the creator of all life. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. I'm gonna go down to verse 9 because that's going to tell you why you're feeling some type of way. So Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is the most deceitful of all, and it is fragile. Who can know it? I, Yahweh, plumb the feelings and test the innermost thoughts to give a man according to his ways the fruits of his deeds. Right there, the fruits of your deeds. You gotta reap what you sow. What's the fruits of your deeds? Wickedness. So this wickedness is gonna be done back unto you. Let's go back down again. We're gonna go down to verse 13. And it says, O Yahweh, hope for Yasharal. May all who forsake you be ashamed. May those who turn aside from my teachings, be inscribed for burial in the earth, for they have forsaken Yahweh, the source of fresh water. Right there, from the teachings. How many times he's going to have to repeat himself? You know, how many times is Yahweh's going to have to keep sending his prophets? Like he said, I've sent your prophets, but you still have not heeded. You haven't heeded the words. How many times does he have to repeat himself and say, change your ways before it's too late? That, you know, your forehead stick and you follow your evil heart, which is the most deceitful of all. And you put trust in man rather than Yahweh. So say, dang, man, them 3 strikes, you out, buddy. Like, you out. Done. I don't know much to say. Hey, Davion, you got something?
Yeah, I got a verse real quick. All right. Hold on, bear with me real quick. All right. This Psalms 12. I'm starting at verse 2. Say, O Yahweh, for the devout one is no more. For truthful people have vanished from mankind. Each man speaks untruth to his neighbor. A lip of smooth talk with an insincere heart do they speak. May Yahweh excise all lips of smooth talk, the tongue which speaks boastfully. Those who have said, because of our tongues we shall prevail. Our lips are with us. Who is master over us? Because of the plundering of the poor, because of the cry of the needy, now I will arise. Yahweh will say, I will grant safety. He will speak regarding him. The words of Yahweh are pure words, like purified silver, clear to the world, refined sevenfold. Yahweh words are pure. How could we be teaching Kabbalah if we teaching from the Tawawah? Like, bro, like I don't get these dudes, man. But look, it also says, look, each man speaks untruth to his neighbor. A lip of smooth talk with an insincere heart do they speak. Like the way they acting right now, they came into the Torah nights, probably trying to plot and scheme. Because as soon as they left, they try to like destroy Torah nights. Smooth talking. Peace, brothers. Peace. Brothers. That's all I had to say.
Man, these guys, like I said, I got Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1. And it says, my child, do not forget my Torah, and let your heart guard my commandments, for they add to you length of days and years of life and peace. Kindness and truth will not forsake you. Bind them upon your neck, inscribe them on the tablet of your heart, and you will find favor and goodly wisdom in the eyes of God and man. Right? I'm going to go down to verse 19. And it says, Yahweh founded the earth with wisdom. He established the heavens with understanding. Through his knowledge, the depths were cleaved, and the heavens dripped dew. My child, do not let them stray from your eyes. Safeguard the eternal Torah and its wise design. So it's like, it says, safeguard the Torah, live by the Tharwah. You know what I'm saying? How could you be doing that if you're saying the temple's Kabbalah when we just read to you in Ezekiel 43 that it says to teach the people the temple and to safeguard the temple? Why did Moses have the tent? Why did David want to build this temple? Why did Solomon carry out his father's wish? You know what I mean? Only for something important does somebody carry out someone's like dying wish. This is like, here, my son. It is in my heart to do this for Yahweh. Please carry this out for me.
Okay.
And then these guys disrespect our heritage. They disrespect the Tharwa. Screw us. They disrespect Yahweh. Because he gave us the temple, man. He gave us the Tharwa, man. He said, study the temple. He didn't say worship it. He didn't say, he said study it to gain wisdom of yourself. If the temple's Kabbalah, are you Kabbalah? Check on you somewhere. It should be a brand label. No, you're not. You born in this world butt naked. You got Yahweh stamp on you. Okay? You don't even get the temple, man. That's your soul. Do you have a soul? The reason we shape the way we are is because it's in the spiritual first and it manifests in the physical. You know what I'm saying?
But these dudes, they like, ah, you, it's Molech. It's you got Baal in the temple. Like, didn't our people die because they turned to Baal? So how could we? How is Baal in the temple? That makes no sense, bro.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wouldn't you be able to find somebody else doing what we're doing too? Because wait a minute, like I thought there's a bunch of guys worshiping Baal. They're in church, you know. You know what I'm saying? They in those Jesus camps. Unfortunately. It's so this is why we do this, because there's other camps out there. You know, not just all that, but you see what I'm saying? There's other camps out there leading our people in with teaching them that they're Israel, and then taking that, it's disgusting. Using that energy and putting it back towards slavery rather than coming back to Yahweh with that energy. You learning you Israel is supposed to ignite a flame in you. You know, and you looking for fuel to keep that mug burning. And then some find a way back to the teachers, this oil, this bread, this steak, this potatoes, this water, this spring water, this fountain water right here, this fresh spring. You in the desert, ain't had no water for 2.5 days. Fresh spring, ice cold water blow up in the middle of the desert. That's what this is. But no, they don't want this. They don't want it. They're gonna go chew on cactuses. Actually, wait a minute, I'll take that back. Cacti have water in them. They store up water good. These guys can't hold water. They went to go chew on rocks. They went to go chew on some of them rocks. You know what I'm saying? Eating lizards and stuff, scorpions. That's not good, man. And I just wanted to read this verse because now, when somebody takes the Thar wise, try to start using it for treachery, you know, Yahweh, he'll destroy them. Their mind will be destroyed, right? They'll try to read the Thar wise and it'll like mess them up, right? Because they'll be scrambled, you know. They'll be believing all types of weird stuff. You know, when you try to take the Thar wise and use it for something it's not supposed to be used for, he'll dilute you. And this is his proof right here. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 14. Therefore, thus says Yahweh, God of legions, to me, because of you, the people have spoken these words. Behold, I am making my words in your mouth into fire, and the people will be like wood that it will consume. Now, whoa, right? Crazy. Let me read that again. Therefore, thus says Yahweh, God of legions, to me, because you, the people, have spoken these words. Behold, I am making my words in your mouth into fire, and the people will be like the wood that it will consume. Think about it. If you made out of wood and you lit your mouth on fire, you're going to burn from your mouth outside. Now, that's what's happening to these ex-TK guys. They had the temple. They were speaking from the Tarawa in their mouth, but now all it's doing is destroying them more. Because the more they bring it out, the more they're showing how hypocritical and completely complexive they are. I'm sorry, simple they are. Screw the nail backwards. That's my bad. Yeah, that's it. The words were in your mouth. Yahweh turned them into fire in your mouth. Now you burning from your own mouth. You trying to speak this Tarawa, but all it's doing is hurting you more. You trying to bring out information on the Tarawa, but you calling the temple Kabbalah. Now, whoa. That's hard. What you gonna do? You gonna reassign a duty for the Levites? You know, you're gonna rewrite Leviticus. You're gonna rewrite Deuteronomy. You're gonna rewrite Proverbs. You're gonna rewrite. The white man already did this, man. You better off going to Christianity. Wait a minute, you already there, man. Stay where you at. You know, just ride away. You know how pumpkins look when they ride away. Do that. You know, done with it. One of the brothers talk.
Okay, so let's say you said that so-called we follow Kabbalah or what? I mean Kabbalah or whatever, but you don't understand that Kabbalah is just like it's Esau's mystery system. You know, that's the left-handed mystery system. You know, so to speak. That doesn't mean it's true. That's just what he believes to be true. But if you go to Jeremiah chapter 10, at verse 2, I can read verse 1. Let's read. Hear the word of Yahweh I spoken concerning you, O house of Yasharal, thus says Yahweh. Do not learn from the way of the nations. Once again, Esau and the nations, they have collectively created Kabbalah, like the Freemasonry. That's what they did. That's the nations. That's not Yasharal necessarily. You know, Yasharal who's keeping it tonight, who's following the ways of Yahweh. That's not us. It tells us clearly, do not learn from the ways of the nations. Let me continue to read. Do not be frightened by the signs of the heavens, though the nations are frightened by them. For the practices of the nations are foolish. For one takes wood that he cuts down from the forest, fashioned by an artisan within the days, embellish it with silver and gold, fastens it with nails and with hammers, so that it does not come apart. Like he said right there. The nations they're stupid. They're worshiping idols that they have made with their own hands, the handiwork of themselves. So for you to be saying that we practice a thing that Yahweh clearly just says is another use and that are foolish, comes from a foolish source, that is a contradiction. Because we follow the Tanakh, sir. Like, you know, with anything being said, I don't care about none of that Kabbalah bull crap, and that's why I ain't, talked about it. I don't care about it because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't seek acceptance from another man. I only seek acceptance from Yahweh. So with all that, you can go and swear with that. But right there, no, dude, we don't do that. Like, that's not for us. The Torah is our thing. The Torah is for Yasharal. We don't follow the other nations. We stop seeking acceptance from another nations. When we came into this, that's the whole point of leaving Egypt, That's the whole point of that, leaving that behind, not going back, Don't carry the ways of them because they're idiots. They don't have any wisdom or understanding. The Tanakh is the source of infinite wisdom and understanding. So for us to follow the nations would be to be basically going against Yahweh. And that's not something that I take lightly, because I strive to be a better person every day. And I just want to be the best Israel I can be. And like when people say stuff like that, it's like, that's kind of like hindering, because for one, it's a distraction. It's an unnecessary distraction. It's not helping. It's not feeding my soul. It's just only causing more confusion. And it just, it drains your energy. But with that being said, I'll just pass it off to another brother.
I wanted to I'm sorry, brother Davion, where you about to go?
I was just gonna say, I'm about to cut that Baal in the temple off right now. I'm about to cut that off. So if you could go to Numbers 25, I'm gonna start at verse 1. Israel settled in Shittim, and the people began to commit harlotry with the daughters of Moab. They invited the people to the feast of their gods. The people ate and prostrated themselves to their gods. Israel became attached to Baal Peor, and the wrath of Yahweh flared up against Israel. Yahweh said to Moses, take all the leaders of the people, hang them before Yahweh against the sun, and the flaming wrath of Yahweh will withdraw from Israel. Moshe said to the judges of Israel, let each man kill his men who are attached to Baal Peor. Ain't no Baal over here, brother. Can't call you brother. I mean,
Con. More like a sucker, man. Freaking, you a sucker, man. That's all you is, man. You's a sucker, man. Freaking, you a sucker, man. That's the deal. And I got something for you right here. I'm in my Kamash now, and I got well, technically I'm in the Tanakh. First Kings, right? First Kings, chapter 6, verse 7, and it says, when the temple was being built, it was built of complete quarried stones. Hammers, chisels, or any iron utensils were not heard in the temple when it was being built. All right? All right? All right. Complete quarried stones. You know, if you ever seen, actually, wait. I was about to go into like a teaching mode. Complete quarried stones, the temple. This is what Solomon was doing. I'm going to go back up to verse 6. To chapter 6, verse 2. The temple that Solomon built for Yahweh was 60 cubits in length, 20 cubits in width, and 30 cubits in height. Right? That's what it says, right? And then in verse 7, it says the temple was built with complete quarry stones, hammers, chisels, and other iron utensils were not hurt in the temple being built. That's because iron symbolizes like what was it like? It's not like iron's used for like battle. It's used for like brunt work. Like it's like iron. It's like hard, but it's like could be sharpened. It's like I think to make iron you have to mix metals too, I think. But basically it has to be whole and like set apart, right? And it has to be fashioned correctly for it to be set up. You know what I mean? Quarry stones that are like rectangular and like they're able to be built. Because if you've ever been to a quarry or if you've seen quarry stones, they're like blocks, you know, but they're not like shaped like bricks. They're like kind of they're like straight, but at the same time they're hewn right from the rock as a block, as a brick, but it's not like shaped and like pounded into the form of a brick. It's already like, you know, square, you know, and you build those and they become like, you know, a wall, strong structure. Basically what I was getting at is that this was during the time that Solomon was building the temple, right? And then in Ezekiel, it says, you, Ben Adam, tell the house of Israel of the temple and let them be ashamed of all their sins. That's part of it. You have to be ashamed to get the temple, you know? And if you're not sincere in this from the beginning, like most of those cats they dropped off, you're probably not going to understand the temple. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to be ashamed of your sins, right? And then it says, and measure the design if they are ashamed, right? And if they are ashamed of all that they did, right? Every day I feel ashamed of my people's actions, of how we've mistreated our Tharwa, how we've mistreated our relationship with Yahweh, how we've completely forsaken who we are. And when you talk to our people, they just seem completely put off. Yahweh's right. And when he's not, of course he's right. You know what I mean? He tells us. He says they treat it as an alien thing. And they do, man. They do. You show them the Aramaic script, they think it's some type of alien writing. They're like, why you can read that? What's that? You know what I mean? Tripping out. It's like, dang. Did you know that, you know, the Aramaic is what Israel spoke? Not English, not Latin. Oh, the brother got a verse.
Okay, so this verse is going to hit the nail on the head. If you just bear with me. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So this is Isaiah chapter 37. It's going to be verse 29. That's one of my favorite books as well. It's a good book. You know, and let me start. It says, so because you have provoked me, your arrogance has risen into my ears. I shall place my hook in your nose and my bridle into your lips, and I shall make you return by the route on which you came. You know what that means? You start off as a Christian, you finna go back into Christian. That's right there. That's a higher money right there. Because you provoked me, and your arrogance has risen into my ears. I shall place my hook into your nose, and my bridle into your lips, and I shall make you return by the route on which you came. Right there. You're gonna get cut bad. You're gonna get cut up. These scriptures are sharp, man. These scriptures are sharp.
I just wanted to say something. What my brother X was saying like a while ago. He was saying like you following like the other nations when Yahweh specifically set us apart and said we shall be holy for he is holy. I'm gonna bring up a couple verses. So this is Exodus 19. I'm gonna start at verse 5. And now, if you hearken well to me and observe my covenant, you shall be to me the most beloved treasure of all peoples. For mine is the entire world. You shall be to me a kingdom of ministers and a holy nation. These are the words that you shall speak to the children of Yasharal. And also, I'm gonna go to Leviticus 20, and I'm verse 26. You shall be holy for me, for I am Yahweh. For I Yahweh am holy, and I have separated you from the peoples to be mine. So why are you trying to? Why you going back to Egypt, trying to be like an African? I don't know. You might be African. I don't know, but you're not Israelite. But I just don't get why these brothers gotta like act like this. If you meditate on a Thawar, you wouldn't be acting like this. Like, there's no better way to put it. If you meditate on a Thawar day and night, keep Yahweh's words in your mind, like, you would not be acting like this. If you kept the Thawar, you would know how to act. You wouldn't be acting like no heathen. That's all I had to say.
I can answer that question. You said why, right? Hosea chapter 11, verse 7. My people is unsure about returning to me. It is summoned to the Most High One, but it does not rise in unity. How can I give you over, O Ephraim? Hand you over, O Israel? How can I how can I make you like Admah? Set you like Zeboim? My heart is transformed within me. My regrets are stirred up all at once. But not for y'all, just like speaking against Yahweh and his Darwah. You're gonna be like that straw. You know? That straw. You feel. You just an example.
Got two.
Kind.
Sirach 20:7-8. A wise man will hold his tongue till he sees the opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time. He that uses many words shall be abhorred, but he had taken to himself authority, and he shall be hated. So that was your group turning on you, cuz. I'm sorry that happened to you, but that was your downfall.
Kind. But pretty much that's bringing out some scriptures to just completely just shatter what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't be Freemasons, man. We just can't because, well, simply we're not. I'm telling you, we're not Freemasons. We're trying to teach the Tarawa. You know what I'm saying? If we were Freemasons, our channel would have already had been taken down after the first video. You know what I'm saying? When have we ever pulled out that square and compass bullcrap? When have we ever carried it? When did we ever start doing these things, man? Because I don't know about you, but they have literal buildings and stuff that they can go to. They have parties and little societies, and you think they'll be on the internet giving away the secret? What? Be out somewhere getting paid?
They don't think, bruh. They don't think.
The way Davion can rap, he would be like Lil Uzi, right? Selling everything away for some money. If we were Masons, that's what Masons do, man. I don't get it. We're teaching the Tarawa. We don't make anything. We don't have a building. We don't have, as a group, what holds us together?
Flower Rock. Kind.
Yahweh God.
Yahweh Kai. That's why these
Yahweh
fools is
Kai.
scared in their boots.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because we don't have matching t-shirts. But guess what we do have? This zealousness for the Tarawa, you know, that want to be in a better place with our God and to walk humbly with our God. That's all we want to do, right? I mean, that's all I want to do.
Kind.
Even if that's not
He
all
said
you want to do, that should be part of what you're seeking to do. Excuse me, brother.
no, you did. You should choose our inheritance. That's of Jacob.
You said
This is
Arabic?
Psalm 47:7.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
If you want, you can jump ship if you want. We'll go on there and go after our inheritance. He says, he shall choose our inheritance for us, the excellency of Jacob, whom he loved. Selah. I'm sorry, I'm reading it out of the King James Version. That's what I got right now. Waiting for some cash to clean her up.
I hear you. I kind of hear you. I didn't hear what you were saying at first, but then I realized what you're reading. Psalms.
Oh, okay, that was Psalm 47.
Psalms 47. Oh wait, I'm in my command. But
this is what gave up. It says, he shall choose our inheritance for us, for the excellency of Jacob, whom he loved. So if he wants to pass up the inheritance, he can go right ahead. Go right ahead. We'll leave him with the heathens and the servants we're gonna have. He'll be a servant.
Kai. The other brother wanted to bring some stuff out.
Okay. Seeing we got a theme going on here, so we're gonna keep up with it. Let's see. Go down to Isaiah. We're going to chapter. Okay, we're going to Isaiah chapter 32, and I'm going to read from verse 6 all the way to 7, and it says, "For the vile person speaks villainy, and his heart plans iniquity, to act with hypocrisy, and to speak falsehood about Yahweh, to empty the soul of the hungry, and to diminish the drink of the thirsty. As for the miser, his implements are evil. He plans schemes to destroy the poor with words of falsehood, and when the destitute speaks justly, But a generous man plans generous acts and stands for generous acts. Right there, you know. The miser, he plans schemes to destroy the poor with words. You know. The vile person speaks violently and his heart plans iniquity. You know, all that backstabbing, that treachery. You're not stabbing us in the back. You stabbing Yahweh in the back. You know. I mean, yeah. That's all we doing. We're following the ways of Yahweh. You know, He made us in His image, so we're trying to be upright. We're trying to be, a noble people, and you trying to cause confusion. And what did it say again? Take away, empty the soul of the hungry. Empty the soul of the hungry with falsehood and schemes, you know, and little tactics, you know, switching up the I mean, whatever you want to call it, you know, just making it harder for our people to learn, and that's not cool, because like you placing a stumbling block in front of them, and that's a sin. Huh? Nope. What'd you say?
No, I was saying you disappeared. You broke up, and then you disappeared off the screen.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's all right. I'll just watch this. If it gets broadcast, I'll just watch it again. I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm gonna get away from the the drilling. I'm gonna bring out some good stuff to show you how y'all he's ever so merciful, you know? Just as much as you have sin, you still try to waste your wicked deeds. You know?
I can barely hear you.
He'd rather you
feel like damn.
Yeah.
I got a verse right quick.
Go ahead.
All right. So this they chose death. They turn their back on Yahweh and they turn their back on the Yahweh. Right. So as my brother said, right after this, we're gonna bring out some good. We're gonna praise Yahweh God. Okay, so go to Deuteronomy 30. I'm gonna start at verse 15. See, I have placed before you today the life and the good, and the death and the evil, that which I command you today, to love Yahweh your God, to walk in His ways, to observe His commandments, His decrees, and His ordinances. Then you will live and you will multiply, and Yahweh your God will bless you in the land to which you come to possess it. But if your heart will stray, and you will not listen, and you are led astray, and you prostrate yourself to the gods of others and serve them, I will tell you today that you will surely be lost. You will not lengthen your days upon the land that you crossed the Yahweh to come there to possess it. Upon heaven and earth today to place life and death between, blessing and curse, and you shall choose that you will live, you and your offspring, to love Yahweh your God, to listen to His voice and to cleave to Him. For He is your life and the length of your days, to dwell upon the land that Yahweh swore to your forefathers, to Isaac and to Jacob, to give them. Right? I mean, it's like, why choose life? Why would you choose death? Why do you just want to be deaf, dumb, and blind like all your life? Like, it's contemplating behind people's backs and like trying to destroy people, like, when it's not gonna happen. But anyway, it's like, choose life. Put your fear in Yahweh. The beginning of knowledge is the fear of Yahweh. The beginning of wisdom is the fear of Yahweh. Together you get understanding. Right? So it's like, it even says, but if your heart will stray and you will not listen, and you are led astray, and you prostrate yourself to the gods of others who serve them, I tell you today that you will surely be lost. Lost. Yo, can't think for yourself. Man, like Judah was said, you got them demons breakdancing in your mind. But that's it. I'm gonna pass it back to Brother X. I know he had a point.
All right. So basically, I'm gonna give my last little refutation out there, and we're gonna start wrapping the video up soon because you know, we've pretty much was just giving our position on what's been going on. We were completely backstabbed. We didn't give like a whole like detailed description, but pretty much some fake phonies came into TK, found out that we weren't playing around. Right, we was teaching Torah, trying to teach the Star Why. They thought it was just a group to be a part of a group, you know, and then they left and got butt hurt and are now mad because, well, after you leave TK, where do you go? Not like after you leave the group. After you leave the Tarawa, where you going? Where you going? Gone. Dead. That's where you go. You go die. So pretty much, my last little refutation out there. These hypocrites, they'll say everything else in the Torah is Kabbalah, but then they say keep the commandments, right? So I'm gonna read the commandments, and when I get to the first commandment that they're obviously not keeping, I'm gonna stop because, right, you know. So, uh, Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 6, and it says, "I am Yahweh, your God, who has taken you out of the land of Egypt, from the house of slavery." All right, I guess that's. Wait a minute. You shall not recognize the gods of others in my presence. All right, I guess that's it. That's it. They don't keep the first one. I'm gonna read it in Aramaic for you. It says, "I am Yahweh, Anabe Yahweh, Allah Hayak." Wait. Wait. I'm gonna put my camera at it. Anabe Yahweh. So says, "I am Yahweh." So that's it. These guys are fake phonies. They don't proclaim the name of Yahweh because, well, they just like to dance. They like Yahweh gave us his name. All right. You'd be wise to call on him. All right. But no, you want to say funny words like the Most High, and we know who we're talking about when we say it. But we proclaim Yah's name. He gives it to us. It's right here in the Tarawa. I just read it to you. It's written right here. Now you tell me that isn't written in the Aramaic script right there. That's not his name. Because we can go back further, go to the Paleo script and show you that's his name. But y'all tripping, saying the temple is Kabbalah. I'm completely disappointed because, man, stepped in a puddle, looked a little deeper than I thought it was. You know, that would, that puddle. Do you think is big? No, there's nothing. Like, didn't come up halfway to the shoe. Stepped in, you just moved out the way. You're not deep. You're shallow. All right? You're shallow. TK, we praise Yahweh. Halaliyah. I ask for forgiveness of Yahweh for us even having to address this ridiculousness. And we're supposed to be reading the scriptures and bringing out the teachings. But we got to make videos refuting this complete bullcrap. Complete bull. Oh, yeah. And stop posting pictures of white boys' penises on your YouTube page. I shouldn't have to tell you that. YouTube should be telling you that. Oh, one more verse. I'm sorry. I'm going to hand it off to the brother. Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 26. Accursed is the one who will not uphold the words of this Torah to perform them, and the entire people shall say, Aman. Aman. So, pass to the next brother.
I got a good one right here. All right. This is Jeremiah 23. I'm gonna start at verse 23. Am I a God only from nearby, says Yahweh, and not a God from afar? Can a man hide in concealments and that I not see him? The word of Yahweh. Do I not feel the heaven and the earth? The word of Yahweh. I have heard what is said by the prophets who prophesy falsely in my name, saying, I had a dream. I had a dream. How long is anything in the heart of the prophet who prophesy falsehood, the prophets of their heart's deceit, who think to make my people forget my name through their dreams, that they tell to each other, just as their fathers forgot my name through worshiping the Baal. Come on now. But all praises Yahweh Kai, Alala Wayah. Shout out to all the Torah Knights, Brother X, Brother Tamayon, Brother Isaiah, Brother Judah, Brother Josh, Brother Traytel, Sister Talina. Brother Mike G, the new brother. If I'm forgetting anybody, Shalom, Yasharal. That was my closing statement. And like keep your head in the Tharawah. That's all I have to say. Like praise Yahweh. Meditate on it day and night, and just like follow him wholeheartedly. Because that's all that matters. That's all my life is now. I go to work and read the Tharawah. That's it. But all praise Yahweh Kai. Shalom.
All right, so okay, Shalom. I do have another scripture I want to bring out. My closing statement. It's gonna be on a bit of it's gonna be like a good ending to the night. We can't leave everybody all kind of mad and just you we want to have peace. So give me 1 second. I'm sorry to bear with me. Where is it? Nope. It's right here. Hold on. Oh snaps. Okay, so right here. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 24, and it's going to be verse 4. Okay, let's start with verse 4. And it says, the word of Yahweh then came to me, saying, thus says Yahweh, God of Yasharal, like these good figs, so shall I recall the exile of Judah, whom I expelled from this place to the land of the Chaldeans for goodness. I shall set my eye upon them for goodness, and I shall return them. I shall return them to this land. I shall rebuild them and not destroy them. I shall replant them and not uproot. And I shall grant them the heart to know me, that I am Yahweh, and they will be a people unto me, and I shall be a God for them, for they will return to me with all their heart. Okay, so right there, he wants to return to him with all our heart. With all our heart. That's where he said, remove your heart of like flesh, that stone, because our heart is evil. Our heart is naturally wicked because we don't have the Tanakh within us. But now that he does, he's going to cleanse our heart and replace it. He's going to give us love and gladness and joyness, something that he took away because we had transgressed so badly, and it had to come to that. But this is what's to come. it's just it's good. It's good to know that, like, through all the pain that our people have to endure, that um, a remnant of us will come back to this, you know, to carry on for the generations to come. But hey, man, you gotta start working on yourself. You gotta build up your inner temple, because times are of the essence. And if you haven't been keeping notice around what's going on in the world, the war just kicked off. So it's like, hey, we already know what time that is, but do you guys know? That's your question. So, with that being said, shalom to everybody on the panel. Peace to everybody on the panel. All praise to Yahweh, who is a Kai. Once again, he's a Kai. And shout out to all the naysayers. You know, um, they just want attention, even though we're not going to give it to them. But they're going to be exposed. Yahweh is always lifting up their dress. Yep. Shalom, Yashra. Shalom to all the Tornites, and shalom. Good night.
Kind. The only thing I can speak on is anyone who's been speaking out against us. We're not devil worshippers, nor are we in any way linked to the Illuminati or anybody who's elite. You see where we come from. We from the hood, bro. So that being said, I'm going to close it with 14:10. So, Proverbs 14:10. Only a portion of it, because that's all I'm going to give you. The heart knoweth its own bitterness. That's all I can say. Yeah, I'm not bitter. You're the one that's bitter. You're the one came out with all this stuff. See, I don't know enough to speak enough about you, and I don't know enough to really bring the fire like I want to. That's why I'm hesitant, because I'm watching. I'm watching you. Peace, shalom, and Yahweh. Oh, Mike, I wish you were here. Oh, man, I want to meet you. It's we share something in common, man. We come from the Northeast. That's all I'm going to say for right now. We'll share the rest later. Peace, y'all.
I appreciate everybody coming on, and everybody coming out to see, and I definitely appreciate brother the elder Tom being on here, the brother Tom, and because more than anybody, he has a complete, genuine, sincere point of view on this. He didn't do anything to nobody, brand new. Not even just that. I mean, like, we didn't do nothing to nobody, but I guess our case isn't clear because we're not new or something. But brother Tom is new. He encouraged this shadowy figure that we've been talking about and his cohorts. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about those guys because they're not teaching you the Tarawa. At the end of the day, when you go down their teachings, what did you learn about Yahweh? What did you learn about God? What did you learn about? He's gonna tell you to keep the commandments, and then he's gonna tell you the temple's Kabbalah. So you're gonna read the commandments and get to a portion of the Tarawa where it's talking about the temple, and then you're gonna be like,
But wait though, I say keep the commandments, right? What are the commandments?
in the Tarawa.
Exactly. But it's also
Exactly.
like the testimonial tablets. They in the Ark of the Covenant. What the Ark of the Covenant?
Oh yeah, exactly. The tablets. They in the Ark of the Covenant. Like that's too detailed for them, brother. Like it's like, but like I said, shalom to Yasharal out there. We hope the SOJ is able to grow and become an entity that Yahweh can use to spread the influence, to reach out to those brothers and sisters who are sincere, who do want to make a change for Yasharal for the better. I mean, regardless, everything's set in its appointed time and motion. So it's like, if you feel like this is something in your heart that you got to do, because that's how Yasharal feel. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a Gentile and you want to cleave to Yasharal, and you feel like this sounds like my soul, go ahead and cleave to Yasharal. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if anybody has any questions about anything, comments, hit them comments up. Ask them questions. SOJ been studying. The brothers on here, they'll reply back to you because they check the comments out. We all on each other comment section boards, you know. So like I said, we'll all try to answer you back as clearly to our thorough as possible. But if you come around on some snake stuff, we smell like easy and fast. Quickly, I will quickly not respond to you. Don't ask me how I'm gonna do it, but I will quickly not respond to you. If you come in with some just like straight up like you just trying to be on some carnal mess and you're not genuine, we tell genuality, and there's been a lot of ingenuous people lately. So all I'm saying is, praise Yahweh, Hallelujah, Yahweh Zakat, God of Israel. You know, we ain't trying to, we ain't out here trying to put no block before nobody. We just want to spread this truth so your soul can be nourished. You know what I'm saying? So, Shalom from SOJ. We'll catch y'all later.
Shalom. Yahweh Kai.